will see slowly. But I was thinking like how we can start. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll try to understand some theoretical. Parallelly, we'll start with the lab. Okay, in the lab, before starting the lab, so the first lab of today's lecture is to create a free tier account of AWS. Without creating that account, you cannot do any further labs. Okay, so we will discuss on that after some time. Okay, so before starting, so let's talk about cloud computing. So we might have heard a lot about cloud computing. So cloud computing, what is exactly the cloud computing? Cloud computing means storing and accessing data and RAM over the internet instead of your computer hardware.
Nima, we can't hear you.
Is it for everyone or
No, it's fine.
hello?
Fine
No.
now.
Okay.
There was a static.
Okay. So see, on my desktop you can see, um, if you go to your computer and just do the CMD. Okay, in the CMD command, if your internet is working or not. So always what you can do is you can ping one of the internet IP address. So this is 8.8.8.8. So this is my internet IP address. So I'm just pinging. So I can check, okay, reply is coming means the internet is working. So what you can do is you can ping 8.8.8 hyphen T. If you use this command, so this ping will run continuously. If any drops happen, if suppose some voice break during your call or something, so you will come to know that, oh, there is some problem with your internet. Okay, this is just stuff of the networking, but it is very useful. So always if you are doing something, you can run this ping command parallelly in your system, so that you will understand is any ping drops happen. Okay, so that could be the reason, like before just now my voice was not coming, right? So that could be the reason. Okay, so now we were discussing about what cloud computing. So in cloud computing means, if you see the third point, with the cloud computing, users can access cloud resources from anywhere in the world. Okay, so the best example of cloud computing is Google Drive. Okay, so if you see here, Google Drive. So you have a Gmail, right? So in the Gmail, see, this is nothing but I'm storing my file. Okay, can you see this? Let's say this file I'm storing. So I'm uploading something, one file which is in my computer. I'm uploading to the cloud. So Google Drive is nothing but it is an example of what is this one. It is example of cloud computing. So this is what. So with the what is the advantage of, let's say for example, it is in your computer. Let's say I have this file in my computer. So how can I access this? I can access by physically only. I need to open my computer and particular word file. But if I can store it somewhere, let's say now what I did is I store it is into my Google Drive. So I can access that. I can access this file anywhere in the world, from anywhere. So we know this all things. So that's the advantage of cloud computing, that any users can access any resources over the internet from anywhere, and you don't need to worry about the maintenance of your resource. Have you ever thought about maintaining your Google Drive? model. Okay, so deployment model. So now this is very important. So now see, we are moving towards the cloud. We are just thinking about the cloud. Okay, so there are many questions will come into your mind. Cloud means the first thing is something. Let's say I have some data and I store into the cloud. So cloud means it is accessible from anywhere. Anyone can go and access that data, right? So how about the security? So how much, right? So okay, now let's say I want to deploy the cloud. So what are the models available? Okay, so there are four types of model available. Okay, the first thing is a public cloud. Okay, the second is private cloud. Third is hybrid and the community. So what is the public cloud? Public cloud. In public cloud, your all resources and instances. See, in the instances means in the AWS terminology, instance means a server. Instance means any machine. Okay, if you want to deploy a firewall, if you want to deploy a server, if you want to deploy a machine, so that will be called as an instance. In the real networking, that is called node. Node means what? Node means any endpoints where our data is there. Okay, it can be a machine, it can be a server, it can be anything. So in the AWS terminology, it is called instance. So remember this point. So when I talk about, I'm going to create one EC2 instance. Instance means I'm creating a server. Okay. So public cloud. In public cloud, your all resources are and instances which you have configured are accessible to public over the internet. It is less secure. Example is a web email. Okay. So let's say, for example, now we are practicing something on the AWS. So yesterday you saw I created one server. So did you notice that I use the public IP address to access that? So that is nothing but that is a public cloud I'm using. If I store my data in that server, that is mean by my data is stored on the public. Okay. So which is what it is saying, it is a less secure. Okay, we will talk more on this. Okay, when we move to the security. So public cloud, private cloud. In private cloud, your all instances are accessible only to your organization. It is more secure. We will discuss, okay, we will discuss in the detail, like how we can connect our office to the cloud. Okay, so that's the second point. The first is the public cloud. Public cloud means the right now, see, this is my um, AWS console. Okay, this is called AWS console. Okay, so this is nothing but the public cloud. Why? Because I'm using everything is public here. But the same thing, if I go here and let's say this is my organization. Okay, and we decided to go on the cloud. On the cloud means what? There is a AWS cloud here. Okay, which is on the internet. AWS, AWS cloud. Okay, and your this is your office. So how you are going to connect the AWS cloud? So there are various ways. Okay, so what then we can do is we can create side to side tunnel from your office to the AWS cloud. So this can be accessible from your office. Okay, so this is called a private cloud. Now it become a private cloud. Why? Because now whatever you deploy here, okay, whatever the EC2 instance or machine here, so you're accessing it from your office, right, to configure that. So this is nothing but it is happening from this tunnel. So this become a private cloud. So if anyone in the internet, if they want to access this, they cannot access. Why? Because you are accessing this cloud via private. But the same thing, let's say this is the cloud, AWS cloud, and I'm sitting at my home. I'm sitting at my home, and with the on my laptop. Okay, I have an internet connection, and I am connecting to the AWS cloud. So this become a public cloud. Why? Because I public cloud, because I haven't configured any VPN. So just think about, the cloud is nothing but you can have another branch, like in the networking world. You know that we have, let's say you have one office in Hyderabad, one office in Mumbai, one office in Chennai, one office in Dubai, one office in USA. So you're connecting to your offices? By using the ISP connectivity. Okay, by using, let's say, MPLS. We are using MPLS network, and while using MPLS we can connect other branches. Similarly, you can consider AWS cloud is also one of your branch, and you're connecting to your head office. Okay, so there are various methods to connect your office. Either you can go with the VPN, which is nothing but virtual private network. You can connect like this, or there is another method called direct connect. So in the direct connect, what will happen is there is an intermediator here. So there are some ISPs, they provide um, direct connect connectivity. So what will happen is, from your office there will be a cable will move terminate till here, and from the AWS cloud one cable will be terminate here, and they will provide you a physical connectivity. So this will be called as a direct connect, and this is a VPN. So VPN, it is not required a direct connect. There is, you have a public IP address. This cloud has a public IP address. You can run the site-to-site VPN on that over that. So actually, this is very advanced topic. We will discuss this in when the time come. We will discuss on it. But right now, just high level. Why I'm showing, because you should understand that what is meant by this is a private cloud. Okay, it is secure. Okay, this is a secure one, but this public cloud, it is not a secure one. Okay, but we can make this cloud also secure using a security group. Then the third one is a community cloud. In community cloud, your instances are accessible to some group of organizations. Okay, so let's say you are into some share market, or you are into some organization where you have shared access. So let's say, for example, Wipro has they have multiple customer. So if they have some data, they want their customer can be accessible, so they can put into the community cloud. So multiple organization can access that data. Okay, so that is community cloud. Hybrid data. So hybrid cloud basically is mixture of private and public cloud resources. So this is a more used. Okay, hybrid cloud. Hybrid cloud means what? So in the same scenario, let's say you connected your offices from once you are in office, you are accessing this server. Okay, but the same application you want to host from the internet, so this user can access this application. So it means this cloud is accessible from public, also private. So guys, there are few freshers also here. So let me tell what is private and what is public. Private means private means there is something like within your organization. Okay, there is a limitation in your organization. So you are using a private IP addresses to access that. Let's say you can access use private IP address here. You can use private IP address here. Okay, but when you go to the public means there is something which is less secure. So anyone from the internet can access that that public network, public IP address. So that's the difference, private and the public. You can consider private cloud is a more secure, public cloud is a less secure, because public means it is available for all. So you need to make available. See, for example, there is some bank transaction. Okay, some bank your pay slips and all. So that can be private, right? You don't want people to from internet they can go and access your salary stuffs. No, you don't want, right? That is private. So that's why the private and the public things are available. So the hybrid cloud is it's a mixture. You can accessible privately and also some resources from public also. So these are the four deployment models of the cloud. Okay. So and yesterday we discussed about there are service models. In service models, the cloud computing is based on categories like IA, infrastructure as a service, platform as a service and the software as a service. Okay, software service. There is some ISP, some cloud service. They are providing you a software. Okay, you can just go and use that. The best example is Outlook 365. Okay, so Outlook 365. If you most of you are working in the organization, you know Outlook is required, right? So for Outlook, you need to maintain the servers in your within office premises. You need to have good resources to handle that. If that email, because email service is one of the very critical service of any organization. If that didn't work, it will be big escalations. Okay, so the SaaS, so you don't need to maintain that service and all. You can take a public what is called Outlook 365 service. So all the servers and everything they will take care. It's the cloud service. You can just go and host your. You can start configuring that. That's a SaaS platform as a service. It is something that they will give you some rights. Okay, you can install this thing. You can install the operating system, so something. But infrastructure as a service, IaaS. This is something that the ISP will take care. The cloud provider, they will take care of the data center, all the power and everything, and they will provide you machines. So you can go and install which image you want. You have a rights to secure that. And if suppose that easy to install, like let's say for example, uh, there is a cloud. Okay, so what happened is, in you created one server here, and you did not, yesterday you saw that, right? So we give some security groups there. So let's say you open it for 000 to all. That's a security risk. So anyone from internet, they can go and access that. So this will be in the private cloud. So in IaaS, infrastructure as a service, so this is actually the risk. Why? Because it's your risk. Because AWS, Amazon, they are not like, they have given rights to secure your cloud itself. Okay, regarding the data center, they will take care. We will provide you full redundancy. We will provide you full power and full flexibility. But if your ports are open internet, then no one is going to secure you need to take your own risk. So that's the decision, actually. So IAS is good, but there is a security stuff. You need to maintain a security there. Okay, if you say your organization is very secure. Okay, you have antiviruses, you have a firewalls, you have a vulnerability tools to find out these things. You have penetration testing every 6 months and all. You are very good here. Okay, you are certified as well. The security is certified as well, your organization. But in the cloud, your servers are open with the all ports. It means there is a breach. The security got breach here. So that's why yesterday we were talking about, right? So there is a security specialist required in the cloud. Those want to secure this. Okay, that's why the companies are paying very. So okay, the remote desktop is one of the SaaS example. Okay, then advantage of cloud computing. Okay, so why we should go for the cloud computing? Okay, the cost efficiency. See, yesterday we saw, right? So if you want to buy any server, so first of all you need to buy a hardware. Okay, let's say 8 GB, not 8 GB, 16 GB RAM, some dual core processor, and high end hard disk. Like in TVs you need to buy the hardware. That hardware cost is required. Okay, then you need to yearly there will be maintenance charges. Okay, if that hardware gone right, so company will replace that hardware, so you need to pay for that. To balance the load between the server. So those all things cost is required, and you need a like a cooling environment there. You need to maintain a data center. So those all things are cost effective. But can you see yesterday we built one server. Within 5-10 minutes the server was built and you can start working on that. So the cost got saved. And as I told you can like the Amazon will charge you whatever use. Let's say within 24 hours you cannot use your server for 24 hours. Let's say your working hours are morning 9 to 5. Okay, so you can on that server you can schedule that. So let's say 8 to 6 you can on that, and after that that server will be shut down automatically. So your cost saving. So that flexibility is available with the cloud computing. Unlimited storage. Yesterday, okay, we will see. We will have a lab to see that by default. Let's say storage means what? Let's say this is my machine, and if you can see here, what I have. So I have a C drive, I have a D drive, I have a E drive. But you can see here, see, this is a 100 GB, this is a 16 GB, and this is also, sorry, not 16 GB, like a 260, 280, and so like this. So I divided my hard disk like this. Okay, but you can see they are going to full. So what I need to do? Either I can delete the data from here and save my memory, or I can take external hard disk, move this data to that external hard disk so that I can make it free. But I cannot, and in the laptop I cannot add another hard disk. Okay, and so you need to buy another hard disk and you need to increase that. But in the EC2, in the Amazon, you can add n number of. Let's say right now this is a let's say 300 GB, right? So you can go ahead and make it to 1 TB. No one will ask you. It is your rights. Within fraction of second, you can you can go ahead and increase the. You can add multiple volumes. This is called a volume in the AWS terminology. This is called a volume. Volume means nothing but C drive, D drive, E drive. So you can add n number of drives here with unlimited space. So see, the storage is excellent. Unlimited storage. Quick deployment. Within 10 minutes, your server is ready. Easy access to your resources. See, like yesterday, I deployed the server and I was able to access the server. Scalable and reliable. The scalable and reliable, this is very important point. Scalable. Scalable means just now I told you, right? Sorry. See, this is my hard disk. Okay. And let's say this is my server. And for example, I have a like let's say this is a 300 GB. So what I can do is, if suppose next month I'm expecting some more data, so I can the scalability. But if you see in this system, there is no scalability. If I don't have a memory to store 50 GB, if suppose some 50 GB data came, I cannot store in this computer, in this laptop. Why? Because there is no scalability. But in the Amazon, you can scalable anytime. You can add, you can modify your hard disk anytime. Okay, that's the scalability. Reliable, the data will be reliable. You can take the backup of that. Okay, anytime you can. Okay, what you can do is you can take the backup of this drives. Okay, and you can move this drive to another EC2 instance also. So we will see those labs, how we can move that backup and all. Then instant software updates. See, this is if suppose we want to update the software operating system. So it will take time. You need to purchase a license in generally, and you need to upgrade this software. But here, in very fraction of second, you can download any updates. Okay. Then device independent, mobile, tab, laptop, you can use from anywhere, anything. You can access your data. Reduce maintenance. This is very important. You can reduce the maintenance. There is no maintenance cost for the AWS, right? Because everything is taken care by AWS. Amazon, they have their own data centers. We will walk through with their data center. So there is no maintenance cost. See, generally in offices, okay, just why I'm focusing here, because I want you to be very clear that what is the difference? What is the advantages of this one? Okay, so let's say your office is here. So 1,000 employees are working from this office. Let's say your office in high tech city. Okay, so what you will have for the 1,000 users, you need switches, you need routers, you need firewalls to secure that. You need servers, multiple Active Directory servers, email servers. Then you need file servers to store all the data. So you need, for that you need a data center somewhere in your office. One separate block will be there. That is for data center. In that there will be racks will be available. Okay, in the and this room will be like you need a dual power. Let's say the power gone, then the entire 1,000 users will get impacted. So you need a dual power here. Okay, then also you need like very cooling. You need to maintain a good cooling environment here, because this every network device, it generate lot of heat. So you need a cooling environment to be maintain that. If you know, sometime I have seen in the data center, just because there was a no cooling, so the switches got burned. So there was a, so and you need to maintain, and you need to maintain fire and safety things also in your data center. Fire and safety. So just think about that. See, how much points are coming here in the maintenance. Let's say fire and safety. You need to maintain that and safety inspection. Then you need a dual power. Okay, you need like cooling. So high end AC is required there. Okay, so like, and also maintenance, cabling and all these, all maintenance are required here. Let's say you got another floor here. Okay, in your office you got another floor here. So you need to pull the cables from here to here. Okay, and again here also you need to put one rack and put the switches there and provide the connection to these users. Okay, so these all things are required. So but with the AWS you no need to use these things, because this all part will be shifted to the AWS responsibility. They have their own data centers. Okay, so what you can do is you can just go and like create your application, your Outlook, and whatever things here. And so the users, what they need, they just need an internet. You know, that's why if the people, if suppose one of the organization, okay, the question is why we go to the office. Sometime I asked the question like a few months back. I asked myself why I'm going to office, because office is the location. Okay, where all the users will be sitting there. We will have a laptop and not laptop, computers. So why we work from office? Why? Because we have our servers here. All the work what we do, that will be stored here in the office itself, and this cannot be accessible from internet. That's why you go to office and work here. Now just think about the organization. They have servers in cloud. Okay, then why do you need an office then? You can work from home and access that servers and do your work. That's it. That's why, nowadays I'm seeing there are many jobs coming with permanent work from home option, because everything moved, many organizations, they are moving to the cloud, because there is no infrastructure required here. And it's very easy, right? If one resource is sitting here, you need to pay for him. You need to pay for this location. You need to pay for the power and all. Very cost is required. But in the same salary, you just give the laptop to home the user. He will have internet. You can give some amount to for the internet. That's it. He will connect here and he will work his work. He will do. If suppose he's a developer, okay, so instead of coming to office, sitting here and develop something, he can just sitting at home and he can develop the same thing. So that's the difference. That's the difference between the infra versus cloud. So that's what the future is going here. So and with this COVID-19, the world learn a lot. What they learn is, previously, I will give an example of my organization. So I'm working, myself and Nasir, we working in the same organization. So we have one office in one location, and we have one DR office in one another location. DR office means disaster recovery. So here, let's say 1,000 capacity. So here we have, let's say, some 50% user, 500 users capacity. In normal days, no one sitting here, but you need to pay the cost for the office location. You need to generate, the power will be there, cooling will be there, everything, all the network devices, everything will be there, but no one is going there. This is just a backup office, and we pay lakhs of rupees per month to just in the backup. And when it will use, let's say something happen, like some users, they are traveling to this office, something happen here. So let's say some curfew happen, or some road jam, or some, you know um, uh, something is going to happen, or maybe some network goes down from here, from this location. So this office is totally down, so no one is able to work from here. So the people, instead of coming here, they can move here, they can go to this office, and they can work, they can on the system, and they can work what they are working from here. So that's the disaster recovery. But now with the COVID, what the company understand, that with the COVID, what happened, everyone is working from home. Okay, I'm sitting at home, I is installed, so I need internet. I'm just connecting to my office from VPN, and I'm working what I was working from the office, I'm working from the home. So what they understand is, what the organizations understand is, in case your primary site down, work from home, then they reduces this entire cost. They shut down this office. So this is what the reality is happening. So that's why this all, and they understand, okay, the backup side is work from home. But just the think about when the people are going towards the cloud, why they need an office then? Okay, the one primary office required for the HR people, and for some location and all. But there will be in future, what I'm seeing is, in future there will be no office concept. There will be work from home only, because if everyone will move to the cloud, then what you will save in the office, right? Okay, so there is another discussion in the office, because let's say bank cannot be moved to the cloud, right? There are some financial organizations, they cannot move to 100% the cloud, because their financial data, customer data, they don't want to be put into risk. They want to put into their premises itself. So there is again a security discussion. Okay, so I think we are going in very detail, but what I'm trying to show you, that the infrastructure versus the cloud, and we are understanding the, you don't have an internet connection, you cannot connect to your resources. That's the problem. Another, you need a high speed internet connection. You cannot work with the mobile data. If you're accessing AWS console, you cannot work with that. Also, security is required. There is cloud not secure. The people are saying, because if you go with the IaaS, so infrastructure as a service, the security is your own risk, because Amazon is providing you data center and the location. So if you put the server there, and that server is not secure, that is not compliant, there is no antivirus there, then that gone. You breach the security. Similarly, stored data can be lost. Okay, stored data can be lost. This is something. If suppose you store, because in infrastructure as a service, storage, your configuration, your security, everything is on your risk. If something happened, then it's your loss. Amazon is not responsible for that. You can take the backup. There is an option, you can take the backup. You can take the AMIs. There is called like um, backups things and all. So you can take the backup, keep it secure, and you can use that. But if you don't take the backup and your data is lost, you cannot go and ask Amazon, I lost the data, please provide me the data. They will not. The same thing is Google. Just think about this one. In G Drive, if you lost the data, let's say I lost this file. Okay, so can I go ask Google to restore my file? No, because that's your own risk. Okay, so there is some advantage, there is some disadvantages. Okay, conclusion: the cloud computing has pros and cons. Okay, while the technology can be greater asset to your company, it could also cause harm if not understand and used properly. See, cloud is very good. Okay, cloud is very good, cost effective and everything. But if you don't have a proper cloud engineers to manage that, then it will be a bigger disaster. It will be bigger disaster. You can lose entire data. You can because in the internet, all the hackers and every people are you can just see that, because in the internet, in the EC2 instance, if you can create any public server, immediately you will start receiving some response from the internet. So these response are nothing but these are the hackers and these are threats are there. So you're putting into risk your own organ. That's why some banking organization, there are many financial system, they decided they don't want to move to the cloud. We will take our own risk in the office only. If something happen, we are responsible. But we are putting our customer data to other cloud, and which is not secure. So who is responsible? Who is responsible for? That's why there will be an agreement between Amazon and the any organ. If you take any service from Amazon, so there will be agreement, and they will clearly mention that okay, this can we will take care. This you need to take care. Okay, so these are some advantages. These are some disadvantages. So I think this is for today. This is fair enough. So let's talk about. We will go ahead and create the AWS free tier account. I will show you how to do that. So what is a free tier account? The AWS free tier enable you to log in free, hands-on experience with AWS platform, product and services. You can go and play around with this account. So when you say a free, so there are some limitation. The AWS offer 12 months free product and services. So you need for that you need a credit or debit card necessary. Okay, and I will show you. You need to go to the portal and you need to create that account. Okay, why the credit card is required or a debit card? You know what will happen? You need to put the debit card number there, and it will charge you 1 rupees, 1 Indian rupees only. It will reduce, and once you log in, they will back you that 1 rupees also. Okay, but your credit card will be with that account. Why? Because let's say while practicing, you created one server, so you need to go into the free version only. If you selected some another operating system and you put some extra storage, so they will give you a prompt that this will cost. But if you forget that and you created one server and you left it for 1 month, 2 months, you did not open the console, and later you will get a bill there. You put one server and you forget to terminate that. So this very carefully we need to use this AWS free tier. Whatever I will show you, you just need to follow that and use that, so that you can reduce. There will be very minimum charges. Okay, I did my practice like all the most of the services, and I paid hardly like 100 rupees before. And recently what happened, like before a few months back I'm talking about, I use all the service. I just create, do the practice and delete it. So no one will ask you. But what happened? Few months, 2 months back, I created one extra storage in one of the system, and I forget to delete that. And 1 month I was unable to. I did not get chance to open my personal this AWS console, and I saw 600 rupees bill because I left that without deleting. Okay. So with this note, we will go ahead and we will see how to configure the AWS free tier account. Okay. So for that, what I need to do, Go to the Google. Okay, just say AWS console. Okay, in AWS console, if you go console. Okay, I'm here. So what you can do is, so my account. So there is an option to create a new account, sign into the console. If I go and sign into console, so one second, how many people here? So it's today's task to everyone. Okay, there is no excuse, nothing. So everyone has to go and create the AWS account and confirm in the group. Okay, that's today's homework to everyone. So you can go here, create a new AWS account. Okay, create a new AWS account. Okay, just give any your username and some password and this whatever the name you have. So then you need to say next. Okay, so then it will ask you some your address and all, and it will ask you the credit card number. Okay, or let's do one thing. Let's create some dummy thing so that you can. But everyone has to do. Okay, so there is no nothing. I think I already have the account. Next thing, okay. i-tutor. So let me put something for some password. Okay. Okay, so this will be my name. So continue. There are 5 steps actually. So security reason we need verify account holder are real people. Oh, okay, okay. Capture 6462F. Security check character in the right. Okay. 2FFD and 2. Okay. So okay, now you need to ask here. So what we want? Free tier offer. Can you see this? 12 months and trial start from service activation date. So you need to give your full name. Okay, how you want personal use? You need to put the personal use. Okay, then okay, full name. Then give the whatever the mobile number. Then location you need to provide the India. Okay, and put the address. Then pin code. Okay, state region. Okay, then can you see this customer with Indian contract address are served by Amazon service local. So you need to check this. Okay, so then continue with this step, another step. Okay, now this is the place where you need to put your billing information. So don't worry about that because I am using the Amazon console since last 2 years. So don't think that this is not a like they are not charging anything huge amount because the until unless you just create it. Okay, if you don't use it, they will not charge you single money. Okay, the people like in the last batch I have seen, many students, they did not created this. Why? Because they thought that my amount will get charged. But if you open this account, this is a free tier account, and you are not using anything. So, and can you see this? We will not charge for usage below AWS free tier time limits. So you can configure anything, but within that free tier, I will show you that, like which server you can take, how much memory you can take. So there will be written there, it will written saying that free tier. So that thing only you can take into your practice. Don't ever take another one, it will charge you. And also what you are saying, we are temporarily holding INR 2 as pending transaction for 3 to 5 days and verify your identity. So what they want is the person whoever using the opening this account, so he is verified person. Okay, so you can, if you don't have a credit card, debit card or credit card, you can use it, and it should be written with these things. And say yes, then you put your address and verify, continue. In the final step, they will give some I think some disclaimer and finish. Your account is created. So okay, let me just log in because I already created. Let me go to my account. So what I will do, AWS console. Okay. Uh, okay, so it is asking for complete sign up. I don't know that. Okay, see, I left here. That's why it's showing. So what I can do is I can cancel it actually. Um, do you have a PAN? No, I don't. Sign up. I don't want this one because this is just for. I already have account, so I will just go ahead and log in. See, this account, you need to create your own account. Okay, so there is no like no one can because if I have my account, so if I give you, so that will be like if you like you can build one server and you will left it. You know that charge will come to me. So don't do that. Create your own account. So I already have the account. Let me log in, and we will just walk through with like free tier. What are the free tiers? So, and this is very secure. Okay, so whatever the email address you provide, you need to just provide that, and that will be the root user. We will talk on that root user, what is the root user and all. So let me log in. So see how much security they are providing. First they're asking this capacity. So 34P66 P5P4HH. Okay, correct. So now then, whatever the password you put in while creating the account, that password you have to provide. Okay, and then I put extra. This is called a dual authentication. So I ask for the dual authentication. So there is an application in my mobile. So it will give you one number. So it will, this number will change in every 1 minute. So I just put the number, and now see, now in my mobile another number came. So this is called Amazon Web Services Authenticator. So it is you can download it from the Play Store, Google Authenticator. So we will see that later. Leave it. So but right now, so once you create the account, log into your console. So your username will be visible here. Okay. So your username, and by default you will come into some this default some page. Okay, so now here what we need to see, the first thing is we need to see the account. Okay, so whatever you put my billing dashboard. Okay, if I go here, I want to show you something. Okay, so they they will show you okay what happened and what. So as per the today's exchange rate, see today's 75 dollar rate is 75. So Salman is a very rich guy. I know he's earning in the dollars, and also Muhammad also he's earning in the dollars in the UK. So, but we are
I
the
know.
poor, but we are the poor people. For to buy $1, we need to pay 75 rupees. Okay, so Muhammad, what is the UK? You use the dollar, right? In the UK,
No, pound.
pound. So, what is the pound rate?
£1 I think 103 or 5 Indian rupee.
Wow, so you are the first one. So you are very rich guy. Second is the Salman, and rest we are.
Here is very expensive. Cost is very costly here.
Yeah. Okay, okay.
But the
So
point is, Nadima, you are collecting dollars and pounds and rupees. So how come we are rich?
no,
What is
no,
it going to
no.
do?
Okay. So okay. So this is what. Okay. So here they will tell you what is the budget, the cost, and your billing things will become here every month. So what happened here last month? As I told you, right? So let me go to this billing one. So in last month, I created one instance and I put extra storage in that, and I forget to delete that. That was my mistake. So when you do the mistakes, the punishment will be with you only. So whatever we practice, right? Just create it and close it, delete it. So now you can see here, it will give the very detailed bill as well. In July month, what happened last month? A utilization report, cover report chart, and you like, let me see in the reports. Okay, monthly cost, last 6 month cost. You can pull that. So and see, don't worry about this. So I'm telling you, you just need to follow the free tire things. So everything will be there will be no cost. Okay, very minimal, like 1 rupees, 2 rupees, or within 100 rupees only the charge will be. Okay, because okay, let's say for example, these are the services. Okay, okay, one more thing. So right now I'm in the console. For the today's work, everyone should have their own account. Okay, everyone. I can see here seven participants, including me. So see, all six participants I am looking for, like they should create their AWS account, free tier account, and you can paste your take the image picture and put it into the group, because I want to make that group is an interactive group. It is not just for notification. It is an interactive group. We can share. We will learn with each other. Okay, that is the thing we required. So the first today's task is you need to create free tier account. Okay, try it. It will it's very easy. I think yesterday Salman created, right, Salman?
Yes, I did. It's pretty straightforward.
Okay, so it's very simple. You just need to go and just put that card. So you will be logging into the console. Okay, once you log into the console, then you can see here. So there is something called, tomorrow we will talk about the regions. So this is called a regions. Okay, so Amazon have multiple regions, and each region there will be availability zones. Okay, data centers, that is the thing, the data centers. So we will talk on that. Then we will go with the, these are the services. Okay, so in the services, just think about it. So right now, you're saying, see, each service has many things. Let's say in the compute, if I go to the EC2 service. Okay, so in the EC2 service, can you see in the left side this many? Okay, in the EC2 service, can you see in the left side you have these all options. Okay, and the beauty of Amazon, I have seen is they are excellent in the documentation. Everything, if you don't know anything, just go there. Okay, for example, in the left side, EC2 dashboard. Okay, or let's say, what is this tag? I don't know the tag. So if I just click it, okay, and there is something called the question mark. So just put the ask for the help. So they will give you wonderful document in the right side saying what is mean by tag. Can you see this tag your Amazon EC2 resources? To help you manage your instance, image, other resources, you can assign your own metadata to each resource from the tag. Tag is nothing but you in the, if you're traveling somewhere, so the baggage will be tagged, right? Okay, this guy is verified. Okay, this guy belongs to this one. So tag is something like this. So each service you can put the tag. So that's the mean. Similarly, anything limits. What is mean by limit? If I don't know, if I go here and just put the question mark there, or so you will get the details of what exactly it is. Calculate with limit. Okay. Okay, so if I go to the instance, okay, this is the place where we are building our servers. Okay, and in the instances, you have this many options. Can you see this? So, it doesn't mean that, see in the services, I just click EC2, and under the EC2, I am seeing this many options. So just think about this, how many, and if you use something, so if you do one lab, it will cover one lab from here, one lab from here, one lab from here. So like this, we will go into the sequence, inshallah. So if I go to one second, VPC. So VPC comes under this one. So I can go and right click, and I can open this particular thing in the another tab. So that's one of the very shortcut, very good stuff from AWS. So you can open multiple tabs, okay, with other things. And okay, now I'm into the VPC. If you go to the left side, you will see the VPC. The first thing will be the dashboard. We will discuss later in the dashboard. So can you see this? It is nothing but the networking, VPC, subnets, route table, internet gateway, then DHCP option also there. Then in the security, some things there. Then VPN, we need to VPN. You remember? I told you, like your office, you want to connect to the cloud, so you can. And in the VPN again, three types: site-to-site VPN, endpoint VPN, or virtual private gateway, or customer gateway. See how detailed, how granular control they have given. Otherwise, you can go to gateway. There are many things. See, it doesn't. Then you will be a doctor of this particular thing. But because every day, every few days, new service is coming. Can you see this traffic mirroring? This is something new. It came recently. So even I did not practice this one. So like this, every you can see, in the route table something new came. So we need to enhance this always. So there is a lot of scope, learning scope available here. Okay, because when I started 2 years back, I did not find this many services, but now many options came. Many options came. Okay, so we need to think, and we need to slowly study with okay, let's say this is machine learning. We are not going to touch this machine learning because there is a separate track for this. Okay, it is something called a separate track for that. Okay, similarly, but there are something what we are going to learn. We are going to learn the compute. Okay, in the compute, EC2, because this is our day-to-day service. Then we are going to learn about the storage. In the storage, you need to learn the S3, where you can go and store the things. Then if you come down, Management and governance. Here we will do a lot of things. AWS organize, then CloudWatch. CloudWatch is nothing but a monitoring tool of the AWS. If you create any server, if what will happen if the server CPU utilization is high? If that server went down, so who will inform you? Because Amazon is not coming to you. So you need to configure the CloudWatch alert. This is nothing but the alarms. CloudTrail. CloudTrail is something you can. This is like the logging. So if you configure something, you can go and watch there who did what in the CloudTrail. Cloud formation. This is something. It is like a automation. There is a script will be there. Inbuilt script will be there. You can go ahead and use that script, and you can save your time. Cloud formation. We will touch this all things. Then, if we come down, um, security and okay, in the networking. In the networking, we are going to see the VPC because this is nothing but a virtual like VPC, our network. Then we are going to see the Route 53, CloudFront. Then direct connect, as I told you, right? How you're connecting your office to this one, direct connect. We will see that. Then security and identity compliance. So this is very important. We are going to see this IAM because there are many things. These all are like direct service, WAF, artifact, and these all things. So these all are the very specialized things. So we are not going to see this every because if we see each and every service, right? So this course will take 2 years. Why? Because that much lengthy things are there. So our scope will be defined. So what we are going to touch the configuration and day-to-day stuffs, monitoring, storage, and like security. These all places we are going to touch. Okay. Then media service. This is something irrelevant. Which is not coming here. Also, Internet of Things. This is also belongs to the security. Okay. Then if you go down, what is this? Migration and transfer. This is something while the migration this will use business application. We are not going to create the application because this is something for the application guys they need to use. Analytics. This is also artificial intelligence things like very advanced things are there. So these services are there. So that is also out of our scope. Satellite, blockchain, robotics. Because see, these are something as I told. In all it is all services. So in the all services we need to touch. Let's say if I start we will start the EC2 from tomorrow, so it will take 1 week. There are many things in the EC2. So then if you talk about the VPC, I can teach you VPC 2 to 3 weeks. But what about other services? When we are going to see that? So that's what. So the here scope is very huge. It's a sea. You cannot say that I am going to complete it because if you start learning this one, these things, after 1 month one more thing will come. So you need to enhance yourself. You need to keep update yourself with these stuffs. Game development. Can you see this? So they make these things very easily. Okay, so you need to. There is a separate database. We are not creating any database here. Okay, so the database people they know are like if any database person, so they know this RATS configuration. They can just go here and configure, put that storage into the EC2 and start configuring that. So it's their technology. They will take care of this. Okay. So what is mean by the cloud engineer? The cloud engineer is actually he is not going to do these all things. Please be careful. Listen very carefully. Cloud engineer means the cloud engineer is something like you who has the understanding of AWS console, who has understanding of the AWS environment. Okay, how to connect, how to build, how to provide, how to store, how to monitor, how to log. and how to give the access management. So those things comes under this one. So if a cloud engineer means they will not ask you to go and create the application, because for the creating application you need to know the languages, but you don't know that. So the AWS administrator work is, he must have the understanding of the all the services, all the sorry, not all services. He understanding of, he will manage this console. He should be able to manage. He is comfortable with the console. He aware with the routes, because these are the main things. Okay, because the if some developer, so what you need to do, you need to, in the EC2 instance, you need to put that the server, build the server and give it to him. So once he get the access, then he will start building the development whatever he want. Okay, so they will not do everything. So this is how so the now the today's task is, you all need to go and create your AWS free tier account. Okay, and confirm. And from tomorrow we will start with looking into the EC2 instances, creating the instances. We will create Microsoft instance, we'll create Linux instance, and then one second, I'm getting a call. Any operating system you can take. We will tomorrow we will once we move to this one, then we will see what are the images available. Let's say I need to create the any instance. So if I go here, okay, create the instance. So can you see here in the left side there is something called free tier. So I need see, if suppose you're using the free tier account and you use something, this one, so it will get it will charge you. So what you need to do is you need to make it filter. So it will tell you, show you only the free tier eligible images. So if you use this, there will be no charge, 0 rupees. See, there is a Linux box, there is a Microsoft law, every vendor, Linux, Windows servers, all the Windows servers, Linux servers are there, Red Hat also available there. So you can take these images. This is called, the images called AMIs in Amazon Machine Images, AMI. So you can use this one. Let's say I use any free tier, select this one. So now see, here you will, they will give you some details. And can you see this? The free tier, again it is if I use this one, then there will be cost. Then that's why they are taking the credit cards from you, because if you do the practice within the limitation of free tier, there will be no cost. Okay, so only the resources. When you create the EC2 security groups or something, there will be no charge for them. But this is something you are asking, what RAM, what hard disk you want. So you want that storage. You need to put the storage. There is a basic limit for 30 GB. So if you want more, then there will be charge for that. Okay, so we will see that throughout this. Once we start with the labs, we will see, and what are things I will show, I will use. So you need to use that only, so you can do the practice, and there will be no charge for that. Okay, so with that I will stop here.